If you've ever been told to just take deep breaths when you're anxious and it didn't work, there may be a reason for that. My name is Chelsea. I'm a somatic therapist and wellness practitioner, and in this video, I'm going to be guiding you through a breathwork practice to help you regulate the nervous system. Before you sort of like hit me with, oh Lord, deep breathing, no, we're gonna do something a little different here. When you're anxious, your body is in a fight or flight state and it is not looking for stillness. Maybe your heart is beating really fast, or your hands are really fidgety, or your foot is shaking, like you just want to get up and go. And that's because in that state of arousal, your body is primed for movement and it wants to mobilize into action. This is why a lot of people report that going for walks or going on a run can really help to alleviate stress. So forcing deep breaths when you're anxious can actually feel frustrating, and it may even make you even more dysregulated. Instead, try meeting the body where it is in that place of activation and guiding it through a practice of release. And that in itself can be really regulating. So that's where this breathwork practice that I'm going to be guiding you through today comes in. We're going to start with a very energizing breathing pattern. These are going to be very short and quick breaths, in and out, in and out. Try and emphasize the exhale of the breath. It might look something like this, to help your body discharge stress and basically complete the stress cycle, and then gradually transition into a slower rhythm of breathing. Even if you're not currently in a state of fight or flight right now, this can be a good opportunity to practice this breathing technique, and you can always come back to this video and utilize this technique whenever you need it. So I want to invite you to find a comfortable space. I encourage you to find a comfortable seat where the spine can be nice and long, just so that you can stay in a state of awareness that is maybe a little bit more present than it would be if you were laying down. A lot of times when we're laying down, it cues our body for a type of rest that isn't as supportive to retaining the information as you're learning a new skill. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat and let's begin. Start by placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just noticing the natural rhythm of your breathing. Not trying to change the breath just yet, but just noticing as you inhale and exhale. Feel the connection between the palms of your hands and the rest of your body. Go ahead and empty out your lungs. And we'll start to engage in an energizing breath pattern in and out of the nose. Good job. Keep going just like that. If you're not used to breathing in this way, this technique might bring some slight discomfort. I encourage you to keep going. We'll continue this breathing pattern for about 30 more seconds. In and out of the nose. Focused breathing. We'll release the breath back to a normal rhythm in 3, 2, 1. Slow breaths in and out. Filling up the lungs with oxygen. Slow release out. One last time, we'll return to this energizing breathing pattern. Good job. Just like that. Really focus in on emphasizing each exhale out through the nose. Just about 20 more seconds to go before returning back to our normal rhythm of breathing. Nice job. Go ahead and release this breathing technique in 3, 2, 1. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Filling up the lungs with oxygen. Feeling the shoulders drop away from the ears as you exhale. You can release the hands down by your side. Maybe just start to scan the body, noticing what sensations are there, engaging in any movement that feels supportive in this moment. Maybe rolling out the neck or shoulders. And just noticing how you feel now compared to when we began. Maybe taking a moment to send some gratitude to your breath, to your body. Just gently reminding yourself that you can always take a moment to pause and regulate your nervous system. Okay, I am feeling really good after that breath work practice. I hope that you are feeling the benefits too. If I could put words to what it feels like just a lightness. I don't know how else to kind of describe it, but it feels like this sort of like floating lightness energy, almost like I'm kind of floating. It's like I'm here, but I'm also just like above it. I'm above it. I'm above all the stress right now. And something will happen because life is always lifing. Something will happen that will bring me back into the thick of chaos and uncertainty and stress and all the things that life throws our way. And when that happens, I will come back home to myself, right? Whether that's through breath work or movement or stretching, gentle touch, cooking myself a good meal, going for a walk in the park, whatever it is, I will continue that practice of stepping outside and coming back home to myself, and stepping outside and coming back home to myself. That is truly what it means to live a balanced life, is to be able to move towards the stress or the chaos or whatever it is, and also stay connected to self. And so breath work and other practices can allow us to do that in various ways. But this specific breathwork practice is one of allowing you to complete the stress cycle, meet your body in that place of activation, and transition naturally into a smoother rhythm, not a forced transition. Do what your body is feeling called to do. This practice was an invitation. Try it out. In some moments, it may work better than others, but just let this be one of several different tools that you can add to your toolbox of resources that you can pull out and try on whenever you need them. So I hope you found this practice helpful, and be sure to join me in the next video where I'm going to talk about gentle self-holding and emotional freedom technique also known as EFT.